Hi, welcome back. Thanks for watching Talk Local on Rogers TV. We're pleased to have Tony Bender in studio with us now, Community Services Program Director for the House of Friendship. Tony, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Okay, so Rick didn't quite steal your thunder, I hope. Let's start talking about that Christmas Bureau. We talked about it briefly, the partnership and what exists there. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the Christmas Bureau is a local agency that exists in November and December, and it accepts the application forms from people who are requesting toy or food assistance. And then agencies like House of Friendship receive names from the Bureau for the help that we provide with food. And Salvation Army would get names for toys. And if individuals or families want to sponsor people at Christmas, that's where they can get their name. And the whole idea behind the Bureau is to receive all the names from people requesting assistance and then distributing them to agencies or families or businesses or churches that want to provide help. And hopefully we're helping as many people as we can through that process.
I was just going to say, it sounds like a great way to make sure that everybody who needs to gets covered.
Yeah.
And, and is that the case? I mean, once these are distributed, do you think that everyone who's put in for something will receive some type of assistance?
Yes, I think it catches most people in the region of Waterloo. Certainly people who apply to the Bureau, fill out an application form, get help. So
okay, let us know for people maybe watching at home or there's someone they know who would benefit from this. Where do they go for this application? How do they fill it out? Is it
if people are on social assistance, they will get the application form in the mail.
Okay.
And people who are not on social assistance, there are a number of locations in KW area where they can be picked up. So at House of Friendship, for example, at our community centers or at our food hamper program or at the men's hostel, forms are available to be picked up. And also at Salvation Army on Gage Street.
Very good. What an interesting idea and concept. You mentioned the food hampers. Let's talk a little bit about that. Christmas, again, about 6 weeks away. How many hampers are you expecting to give out this year?
We're anticipating we'll distribute about 4,200. That would be up from last year, which was 4,080. So we're anticipating somewhat of an increase this year. So we'll be busy. We have great volunteer support for the program. We'll have approximately 600 volunteers involved. And I'm already getting calls from people wanting to volunteer. A really good mix of veteran volunteers and people who be their first year. And so we're about 2 weeks away from getting into our warehouse space, but it's gearing up.
Wow, okay. And do you still need more volunteers?
Yes, we certainly can use more volunteers, and we use volunteers with the packing of the boxes of food and also with the deliveries. And we also have a partnership with the Rotary Club of Kitchener-Conestoga, and they do a turkey drive for us, and the drive they do, we can purchase turkeys that we can then give out to persons requesting assistance. And we also need volunteers to help distribute the turkeys when we get to that point in the program. Okay,
very good. And people can also donate things that go on the side of this meal, right?
Right.
So what are some of the things that can...
we use a real variety of non-perishable food items would be great. So things like, if I was going to highlight the items that would be helpful at this point, would be things like canned fruit, canned vegetables, canned soup, canned meat, peanut butter, items like that.
Okay.
And we receive a tremendous amount of support from Food Bank of Waterloo Region, food supplies from them, plus people who donate directly to us, plus food we purchase. So that's what I'm busy on right now, is pulling together all those details.
I bet. Is there anything else going on at the House of Friendship around the holiday season leading into Christmas?
There's always lots of things going on at House of Friendship. Around the Christmas season, in addition to our Christmas hamper program, we also have a variety of residential and community programs. And in our residential programs, we have Christmas events and parties. So we can use things like clothing items to distribute to people who are staying in our residential programs. So socks, underwear, things like that are very helpful.
Okay, and do you find that people are, whether it's food or clothing, people are kind of willing to step up to the plate? You're getting those type of items that you need year after year?
Yes, we've always had tremendous amount of support, so I would echo what Salvation Army persons were saying, that we have a very supportive and generous community. And we at House of Friendship, our experience has been that we've always received the items that we've needed, for which we're very thankful.
Yeah, well, and I mean, I think a lot of us, we take things like coats and shelter and clothing for granted, right? It's just something every day that is just part of our world. And so when these Christmas hampers get dropped off at people's homes, or they pick them up, or however it works, how much of a difference does that make come that Christmas Day?
Well, I think it makes quite a difference. It assists people with having food for a Christmas meal, and I mean they will also buy things to add to what we give them. But it's a start, and it helps people to have some food items, and the turkey's a really nice bonus.
Yeah, and so again, a couple weeks you said you'll be in your warehouse, you'll be ready to go. Not too soon though, if you're at the grocery store, if you're around House of Friendship, to think about volunteering, think about donating. Just would you direct people, I guess, to your website, or is a phone number easier, or how can people kind of get in touch with you? And
people can get in touch with me at House of Friendship, or they can also visit our website and get more information there. But for sure, if they're interested in volunteering or donating food, give me a call at House of Friendship, and we'll go from there.
Okay, you'll be there. You'll be busy for the next couple of weeks. Well, thank you, Tony. I know you're a busy man. We appreciate you making the time for us, so thank you very much for your time today. Do stay with us. We have lots more show coming up. We are going to speak with members of the Food Bank, the United Way as well. There's an interesting new tax credit, so we'll get our local MP to tell us a little bit about that, about how digging a little deeper can make you a little bit of money. So again, really no excuse. We're on Twitter, @TalkLocalWR. You can always email the show as well.